Hello everyone, it's always exciting when I come to share my afternoon with you here on The Chef. Before I go any further, I want to ask you, pick your phone right now, call a friend, SMS them, tell them The Chef is on so they can tune in, because today, guess what? I'm doing something that reminds me of home. You know I'm Samia, my name is Wanyama, and I come from that land where we enjoy engeni. In my mom's language, you'd call it echenanda. That is fish, and so today we're going to do something with fish. Very exciting, very easy and very simple, and you're going to love it. And to start with, easy and simple, you will need fish fillet. It could be tilapia, it could be Nile perch, choice is yours. It could be flat, it could be tubed. All you need is flour, just normal baking flour, and then of course salt. For everything you're going to do, you need salt. And also you need pepper. You use white pepper for white meat in this case. So we have the white pepper here. And of course, a lemon. Every time you do fish, there must be a lemon. Don't mind about my yellow one. It's a lemon juice that we're looking for. Easy and simple as that. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to just season my fish with simple touch of salt and pepper and lemon. The purpose of the lemon is to do away with that funny smell that comes from the fish. So what I'm going to do is I just want to cut off, just to trim off this extra from my fish. Just have it look nice and presentable, but you might as well just leave it on. Choice is yours. So I have a beautiful, nice cut of fish here. Then I'll also take this. But then if you wanted, you can even just divide it into two, like half it, or you can do it whole. Season, just a touch of salt, touch of pepper. Then I will turn it this side, touch of salt, pinch of pepper. Simple as that. And then of course, some lemon juice. Now, all you want is the juice, not the seeds. So I'm just going to let the juice run through my fingers, just like that. So you see all the seeds just remain here. Now, if you marinate your fish with lemon, just like I'm doing, you don't want to leave it for a long time, because if you leave it for long, it will start to cook. The lemon is going to cook it through and it will be falling apart. So put that aside, just wipe my hands here. And then while our fish is marinating here with salt and pepper and some lemon, I'm just going to season my flour here. That will be enough. To this flour, I'm going to add some salt. Not so much, because remember we put some salt on the fish, but we just want to have our flour seasoned and tasting very well. Then, now if you wanted, you could put black pepper, you could put white pepper, choice is yours. But I'm going to make a mix of white pepper and some black pepper. So after mixing or seasoning your flour, just like that, very easy and very simple. By the way, we want to appreciate the Cooking School Uganda, because all the techniques, all the styles of cooking that come your way every Sunday or every weekend or every weekday when you watch The Chef, it's brought to you by the Cooking School Uganda. So put some oil, not so much, not like we're deep frying, just a little touch of oil. And I'll put my pan off a little bit because I don't want it to be very hot. But in the meantime, I want to just dust my fish in the flour, just gently. You don't want too much of it, just like that. And after, just place it on the side, give it approximately 30 seconds or so. If you wanted, you could even pat it so it doesn't have too much flour on it. Then I'll take this one also. Just like that. Put it here. So So I'll put my pan back, grab my fish, just make sure there's not so much flour on it, and just gently so after placing that, my pan is small, but I think I can work with both pieces. Okay. If you feel the oil is probably little, you could add a little oil on the side just to avoid it from sticking. Okay. And give it approximately 4 minutes on one side, 3 to 4 minutes on one side. Flip it and another 3 to 4 minutes and it is good to go. So our fish has been going for approximately 3 to 4 minutes, and so if you wanted, you could use your spatula just to check on it to be sure. And as you can see, look at that. I like that. So I also have to turn this one. So even on this side, we're going to give it approximately 3 to 4 minutes. So it's just going to add a little bit of oil because my pan is kind of drying up. Then I'm going to reduce my heat. You do not want to leave your fish so long on the fire so it dries up, because you want it to be moist, you want it to be fresh, a little bit juicy, crispy on the outside because of the flour, but juicy on the inside. That is what you're looking for. If you leave it so long so it dries out, it loses that freshness and that juiciness that comes from it, so it does not really taste very nice. That's why I don't want to leave it for so long. So our fish has been going for approximately 4 minutes on the other side. Just want to take it off. Start with this one. See, it's cooked through, as you can see, same as this side, but the beauty about it is that it's firm, you know, because of the flour that we put. So this side cooked through. Just want to show you. As you can see, it's all cooked through, but the beauty about the flour is that, the flour holds it together in place. Just a little bit to finish off my fish nicely and with a touch of freshness. Get tomato slices. Get it as thin as you want it. Okay. So, get your piece of fish. Now, if you wanted to serve it with a sauce, like we shall learn over time how to finish off our dishes with the sauces, you can have a sauce or a starch, potato or rice served on this part of it. But just because I don't have a sauce here, I love this. And of course, you could have a lemon slice if you wanted. Just use a slice. You could use a wedge. Choice is yours. But every one time you serve fish, you need to have a slice of lemon just on the side, just to make sure. And ta-da! It's the chef once again, and we're doing something interesting. Like I said, I'm going back home in my village and I'm doing engeni. In my mother's language, they call it ebienanda. Now for this one, we're going to deep fry it. But before we deep fry it, I'm going to do something to it. I have a mixture here, which I'm going to show you how I did, of course. But in this mixture, I have some flour, I have some cream, I have an egg in there, I have some baking flour, I have some coriander and some milk just to get this beautiful, nice mixture and color. And to my fish here, like I said, it could be fish fillet of your choice. It could be tilapia, it could be Nile perch. I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper. And a touch of pepper. Just make sure it's all coated. Just have my fish in there getting, I love the color already. It's already interesting. So, take a piece of meat, rather a piece of fish. Now just make sure you do not crowd your pan because you don't want it to stick to each other. You want it to have some cooking space. That's why I put just a few pieces in here. Let it cook. Still, you know, fish, cooking time for fish is approximately 8 to 10 minutes, depending on which style of cooking you're using. But of course, it doesn't have to be a whole fish. If it's a whole fish, it's going to take a little longer. So while our fish is going here, of course, I'm going to make 2 rounds based on what I have here. I want to show you how I made this dip here, or my mixture of flour, to give me this beautiful color. All I did was get flour. Now in this case, my flour is seasoned with salt and pepper. Remember, we used this when we made the first style of fish. So put flour here. Now, because there's salt and pepper in here, I will not add salt and pepper, but I'm just showing you that the flour has to be seasoned with some salt, some pepper. Now, to give us the beautiful, nice yellow color, which will turn out to be the gold color on our fish, we give it a touch of turmeric. Just make sure it's all well mixed. Depending on the color you're looking for, of course. The more turmeric, the more color you get. So in this case, I'll just add a little more. And then to this, you add some cream, cooking cream of course. But just in case you don't have cream, you could add just some milk. Just use a spoon. Just make sure you mix all this. Now, because the flour is a lot, so we may need to put some more, but instead I'm going to use milk to turn it a bit loose. Now I'm going to pause a little bit because my fish here is cooked through. I need to take it out, but look at that color. So I'm going to put this here. Just let that extra oil dry off. So I'll leave them to rest there. Please don't get salivating. We're not yet ready to eat. Still cooking. So we've put here, to start with, flour that is seasoned with salt and some pepper. And then we added cream, mixed it very well. To make it a little loose as it is, we added some milk. And then to that, we have also added a pinch of baking flour, just to make it raise a little bit and give it body. And to finish it off is just a touch of coriander. And you are good to go. Simple as that. This is just creativity and innovation, just to make sure in the home when we're eating our fish, we can eat it different ways, different variety of ways of working with your fish, so we don't get fed up or tired. The reason sometimes as parents, the reason your children always go and eat out in the neighbors, because you don't want them to do so, is because at the neighbor they'll find something different from what they usually have at home. So the best way is you can have fish like the first way we did it. You can also have it this way. Crispy on the outside, and I'm sure inside is very, very juicy. But I mean, how much effort are we putting in here? Just a time of approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Cut of fish and whatever ingredient you have in the house. Be creative. I've always told you, you're only limited by what you know or what you have. So don't be limited because you don't have anything. Whatever you have in the house, you can do something. Remember, you don't have to be professional for you to actually be professional. Look at this. All we did is get a fish, mix some flour with some milk, season it with salt and pepper, dip it into the oil, and we have something amazing like this. This is what I'm talking about. On the outside, it's crispy, nice, golden. On the inside, you can see it is soft, it is juicy, it is just delicious and amazing. Remember, it is the Cooking School Uganda, Chef Henry here. You don't have to be a professional to always be professional. Just keep watching the Chef on NBS. And if you're on Facebook, you can check out the Chef. If it's YouTube, you've missed any of these episodes, or you want to catch it again, just go on YouTube and check out the Chef. And you'll get all these details and you will love it all the way. I also want to ask something. All this while we've been doing something very interesting. I want to ask you, go in your kitchen in your time, get a camera, get your phone and record something or take pictures while you're cooking or the final product and share with me on my page. I will be very excited to see what you can do, what you have learned, but also to share with everybody else there what you have done. So we've done fish, the first style, we've done the second style. I want to probably give you one other way. This is emputa now. It could be emputa, it could be ngege, nail patch or tilapia. Choice is yours, it comes back to you. So again, I want to season it with salt. And then pepper. So I have my pan here. Of course, I've been cooking, so just the residue or the remaining oil on the pan is what I'm going to use. All I want is just to brown my fish a little bit. I don't want to overcook it. I just want to give it a browning on the outside. And this you can comfortably and easily do at home. Now, while my fish is browning there, I just want to show you, I'm going to make a sauce here in a professional language. It is called a roux or a white roux, which is what I'm going to show you how to make. And all you need is butter or margarine, some cream or milk, or both of them if you wanted to do half and half milk, half cream, some salt, some pepper, and a touch of flour. This is all you need to make your roux or your mixture that we are going to use to serve today. But our fish is browning here, as I said. Before I make the roux, I just want to make something very interesting because I would like to tint or put a little color into my sauce. So, and I know here on the show we have learned how to work with these guys. So when I start cutting like this, I'm sure you're familiar with this style. Take this out. Yes, this would be enough. Just want to get beautiful, nice tubes. So we have some beautiful yellow here. And well, I need to keep an eye on my fish. Aha, that is what I'm looking for. So yeah. Pick another one, a red one. So I have some yellow and I have some red. Just to make sure. I'm going to make my roux here. My fish, just turn off the fire. As you can see, just browned a little bit, but cooked through. I don't want it to overcook because I'm going to do it again. But I'm going to tint it with the color of the sauce, so all this may not be very, very visible. So our fish is well browned. So our fish almost cooked through. We have our tint here. Now I'm going to mix to make a roux, like I said. Professionally, it is called a roux. It could be a white roux or a brown roux. You need some butter. You melt your butter. And then after the butter is melted, we're going to add some flour. Just make sure all the lumps are out. Into this, add some cream, continue cooking. Of course, how much cream, how much milk, how much of this sauce you're going to make is going to entirely depend on how much food you're cooking or how much fish you have. Just a little bit more. Now this is going to be very rich because it has fish, it has butter in there, it has got cream in there, it has got milk in there. So the protein content is very high. So to this, I'm going to add some salt. some pepper. Just continue whisking. It doesn't have to be on the fire for a long time. Now to this, just to finish it off, because right now it's ready and cooked through, I'm going to put some red. And to the red, I'm also going to add some yellow. And then put our fish back. Just make sure it's all coated into the cream. It's a very heavy cream. I love this. I love this. So I'm going to give it approximately a minute so the fish can warm up, pick the flavors of butter and the cream, and of course the yellow that you can see and the red. So I spared this little yellow here just for my garnish. I have some fresh coriander here. Not a lot, but still also for a garnish. Just like that. I don't know if you're ready for this. So add some red. Some of that color over there. A bit of yellow. Freshness. And of course, a touch of green. Just to give you that nice, beautiful freshness. Fish fillet done in a cream or in a white cream, of course, with salt and pepper, flour, milk, and cream. So before I dig in, I want to appreciate the Cooking School Uganda for making sure that all these cooking techniques and styles come your way. Remember, you don't have to be a professional for you to be professional. NBS Always, anytime. Tune in. If you're on Facebook, like the page, The Chef Henry, or you can follow us on Twitter or even on YouTube if you missed any episodes, and you can catch up with all these. Now, fish is very healthy, very delicious, and you can have it in different and various ways.